You can see this side did excellent. The first side I had a little goof up. You can see it right there. That's okay, I'm just going to hit it on the belt sander. Alright, man, we did good on these. Alright, you can see the cut there on this one. I just let it go all the way through there. Alright, one more to go. Alright, here's the first split collar. Let's see if it fits. That one's going. All right. Okay. One down. 2 more thin ones to go. Alright, that's the last piece that I got to counterbore there for the split collars. Okay, so here's the split lock sleeves that you've been seeing me work on. This is the thick one, that's 3-inch thick. This is a 3/4, and then we got one more 3/4 right here for a total of 3. And what I figure I'd do, I'm just make sure they all fit, which they have been. What I'll do is let me grab some more parts and we'll do a little mock-up of how all these parts go together. See you right back. Okay, so here's all your split collars that go on, and you see I got them loose. You can adjust these where you want to on the shaft, and then of course tighten them up, or you can take them off completely off the shaft, and that's why they're split, is so that when it's in service and it's already hooked up, you don't have to take this whole clevis off to remove one of these spacers. So it's adjustable. All right, can you see here? This is that big bronze clevis that I made. All right, and it's threaded. This is all one solid piece, and it goes all the way through. And then this is bored and threaded to fit this rod here. And what I did was just split it here, drill and tapped it for a bolt. And what this does will pinch the threads so that this will lock on here. And the user can adjust this block by loosening the pinch bolt and spinning it to adjust it on the clevis, and adjust these to where they want the stop point of the cylinder. It's a stroke limiter is what it is. So I'm going to see, this thing is pretty heavy. I'm going to see if I can get it started on the rod here. Get it straight. There we go. Okay. All right, let me get her screwed on there. I'll be right back. Okay, I got her on there. I'm just bring her all the way up to the shoulder. All right, and then that'll get locked there. And your block, what you can do is adjust your block here on the rod eye, and you'll have these adjusted like so. And like I said, I don't know why there's so many. I think it's for removing or adding as needed for the machine itself. And if they need to adjust the stroke a little, you can turn that, you know, whatever distance you want there. Bring those back up, lock them in. Okay, and my pinch bolt works good. I'll show you what I'm talking about. There we go. That's the rod eye coming off. So that works. That pinches the threads there. So anyway, that's the rod end of the cylinder there, and I will give you guys another shot once the cylinder is put together also, see what it looks like. Yeah. Do it all, man. Yeah. Down here at my buddy's welding shop, and we're getting ready to burn out a couple plates on the burnout table. Them brackets that I need for the shackles. So we're getting ready to get started. Ready to get started?
Ready. Good.
Let me get her set up here. I think this will be all right. Okay. one. There they be. That's a little bit easier than cutting it out with a torch, ain't it?
Sure is.
Quick and easy. All right, we got them cut out, and we got to do some braking in there. We got to bend them, put some angles on them. That's the burning process, and this was another plate that I needed for another job that I had them do at the same time. A shot of this machine there. Thing does a good job. Just thought I'd show you some of his other equipment. Got his big Niagara press brake there. Got another big shear there. And a big Cincinnati press brake. Another one of his pieces of equipment that I like. He's got this big Marvel bandsaw here. I like it because you can rotate that thing and cut an angle on it. It comes in handy for me every now and then. I got a big piece that I need to get cut. I'll bring it down here and we'll do it on this saw here. He's got a lot of big structural steel that he has to bring in and cut on this saw. Pretty good, man.
When we look too much, we can straighten that out on the table.
Yeah, we can pull that back out. Head to on the other end?
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to come back up in front of the die. See where to come back up in front of the die, on the back side.
Got you.
Straighten the mirrors out. We can put that in the vise and straighten them out.
Looks good, man. I think it'll work.
Man, I don't want to see really bury it at all.
It's just a little bit, man.
You gonna edit this?
Yeah. I won't have it all in there, man.
We'll just show the good one.
Yeah, just show the good stuff.
That's probably enough, isn't it? I mean, it wasn't much at all.
Is that your stop when you hit that there?
That raises it, man. It tells you to go back up.
Oh, okay.
You done with it?
Yeah.
You ain't got the sex party down there, do you?
No. No, that's on the other video.
Hey! Hey, turn that breaker back on for me. Hey! Oh, thanks.
Trying to shut us down, man.
You got to pay the power bill.
What do you think?
I think that's it. We'll open them ears up a little bit.
Yeah.
Still went a little too much.
It wasn't much at all, was it?
We can open them up easy though.
All right, we about got it formed up. We're just gonna have to pull the mirrors out just a little bit. It's coming together though. All right, so I just got back from my buddy Joe's welding shop. He's the one that's been helping me work on these shackle parts that I got to make for my cousin. And I just got back, got the parts right here. Thought I'd give you another little shot of them. But that's it. There's the original piece, and this is what I come up with to build what he's asking. He wanted the be able to do a 2 and a 4-inch drop on this. So that was why I had to make it longer. So I'll have 2 sets of holes, you know, back here on each side. And this piece here, this is the tubing that I've got. That's what I'm going to machine to fit right there. I got to turn the OD and I got to bore it for the those bushings there. So that's what's going to fit on the end. And then I'll TIG weld them together. So got them burned out, now I got to do some machine work. All right, I'm getting ready to start machining the 2 pieces of steel tubing here that I need to weld to those shackle arms. And this is the piece that I'm going to use here. It's a piece of DOM. It's 1 5/8 on the OD. The inside's 1 inch, but I'm going to have to bore that just a little bit so that it'll create the right press fit I need on those bushings. But just need to turn about 1/8 of an inch off the OD here just to bring it down to 2 1/2 inches. I already got my jaw set right here, and I guess I don't even need to go up in there. I hadn't even checked that, but apparently the through spindle on this Monarch is about 1.5 inches because it won't go in there. It's been a long time since I checked that, but we can make it work here. Should be able to get 2 out of that. One other thing I want to point out here before I get started on this. I'm using my favorite Noga holder to hold the camera. I like it because it's the tall one and I can move it around and get a little bit more reach out of it. But one of the things I want to show you is my other indicator holder here that we always used to use before we started using this Noga style indicator holder. Before the Noga, I had one of those real inexpensive cheap ones that worked alright for a while, but I ended up getting the Noga. But this right here is one of the Starrett indicator holders, and this is what we always used to use before. You just set it right here. Just set it right here on the, the carriage, and adjust it how you need to. You got a nice bit of weight to the base. You loosen that and adjust it. And you adjust this one how you want to. You can stick it on out there. Now it doesn't have a firm bite on it like the mag base does, but it works fine for just indicating a piece into the lathe. See here? So I thought I'd go ahead and get this out and start using it a little bit more, since I'm using the Noga all the time with my camera. But just want to point that out. These actually work really good for simple indicating on the lathe. If you don't have a lot of area here on the carriage, you can stick a piece of flat bar across here or a board or something. It'll work fine too. But I really do like this, and this one right here, we've actually got 3 of them. That's one. Like I said, that one's Starrett. And over here on my granddad's toolbox, see, I got another one, and it's an older one. It's dirty and needs to be cleaned up, but it's still in real good shape. It's just got a lot of dust on it and a little bit of surface rust, but I'm going to get it cleaned up eventually. And then I got another one that's put up in another toolbox. And I've got one more that I bought myself at a swap meet that is a lot bigger than the Starrett. It's actually a Brown & Sharp, and it's probably twice this size. But I'm not going to show it right now. I want to show it in a future video. I'm going to do another video later with some of my favorite tools that I like to use. So, go ahead and get this indicated in real quick. About 2 away, and that's really close enough. I got a bad habit of trying to get things 0 as much as I can. I usually just keep going until I get it where I want it. That's a 1/2 thousandths right there. See how fast that is? Loosen your lows, tighten your highs. Alright, I'm gonna set this one over here on Granddad's toolbox, get it out of the way. And I need to set me up some tools. I need a bar to do some boring and a turning holder. Alright, I got me a bar ready to go. This is just a 5/8 boring bar, and I've got a high-speed chip breaker tool there. The pieces are going to be 1.5 inches long. I've got this sticking out about 2 5/8. So how I'll do this is just come up, just before I come up to my bar holder here, I'll stop it. I'll set my 0 with this. This is another thing I'll talk about later. I know you guys have been asking me about that. And got me a turner tool there. All right. This is what it's going to look like inside there. a lot of you guys that's done this automotive stuff know what I'm talking about here. You got the 2 bushings, and you got the steel sleeve that goes through them. All right, that's going to be sitting in there like so. This thing, when this stuff is together, this is micing. There's 31, there's 31, 30, 32, over 1 inch. I mean, that's 1 inch, about 1 inch, 31 thousandths. So if they're saying that this is supposed to be a 1 inch hole for this to press in, but that seems like an awful lot of press to me. I mean, that's just going to make that sucker real tight. Then trying to get this metal sleeve pushed in there, it doesn't need to be that damn tight. This thing is going to be captured, you know, in the frame. I think I'm going to shoot for 20 thousandths over bore, you know, 1 inch 20 thousandths, and that'll give it about 10 thousandths press fit. Because it is a soft material, it will give and compress a little bit, and I'm going to try that, and hopefully it'll work out the way I want. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is set up my turning tool. I showed you my bar, I guess I'll show you this too. This is my turning tool. That's a CNMG 431 insert. That's one of my favorite inserts to use. Another thing cool about these multi-fix, see, you can take the handle off, and they've got a little scribed line right there, and that's where I always position the handle. You can tighten it up, but see, you can take it off and move it out of the way. So sometimes I'll rotate it around to get it out of the way, because I have my camera sitting right there, and then it gets in the way, so I'll bring it around here, and then I can move it that way to tighten it up, loosen it, tighten it up. So here we go. Let's see if we can do a little machining. Let's kick her up a little bit. Feed loop, wrong position. Seeing that handle in the wrong position always throws me off. Faced off. Come on. Let's just move the handle out of the way. Go ahead and check it just to see where I'm at. I think this is about 2 thousandths under 1 inch now. Three thousandths under. I was close. Cutting off. About a 7.5 thousandths feed rate. Okay. See how that works. 0. I'll take 10 thousandths and see what kind of performance we're getting out of this. To my tool, set me a 0, my indicator. And it's doing a good job. It's got a nice smooth finish in there. You gotta love them high-speed tool bits sometimes. Alright, now I'm 4 over. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take 16. Maybe that'll put me on 20. That bore wasn't exactly concentric with the OD either. Now it was off just a little bit. Alright, there's 16. See where we're at this time. About 1 under what I was wanting. Check it again. Make sure you're not miking on any chips. $20 was my target size, but I'm at 19. I don't think that's really going to hurt me too much. I think what I'll do is I'm going to get another tool and chamfer this and go ahead and try to push one of those in there and just see how if I can gauge how it's going to feel. Pick that up just a little. Soften that edge up. It's going in there good. I just don't want to shove it all the way in and have a hard time getting it out. So it's continuing to go, and that's going. I think that's going to work out just fine right there. Always move your tools so you don't stab yourself with them. All right, I'm going to go with that, and I hope that it works. First time I've done one of these before, so maybe it'll work out. Now it's time to turn it. Give myself just a little bit of a lead angle here. All right, I got 2 pieces I need to do at 2.5 inches, so that's 5. Plus, you need a couple widths for your parting tool. My parting tool is 3/16, so it'd be 3/8. So what I'm going to do, I've gave myself just enough room. Use this hook scale again. And I'll set myself, there's 5 3/8 plus just a little bit extra. All right, and that's going to clear my chuck. It's going to clear my chuck there. I'm not going to hit anything. Set my 0 and I'm ready to go. Double check the OD. 1.627. This might be a little bit too much stick out. I might get a little chatter here. We'll see. What are you doing, Stella? You can see it push off right there. This is not a critical OD. This is just size. The 1 5/8 is a little bit too beefy for the part, so we're just making 1.5 inches. That's what the factory piece is. All right. Take about another 15. See what it does. It ain't too bad. That's basically a rough cut. I ain't too worried about that. All right, I finished 2 over here and 1 over here, 1.5 inches. So that's good. I'll give it a quick hit with some of my emery paper just to help smooth it up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and cut a little chamfer over here. All right, time to part off. Just going to scale them out. Just square it up on the workpiece against your insert. Eyeball that edge, 2.5. If it's off a few thousandths, it doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is just part them off, and I'll chuck them up over in the Victor and the 3-jaw and just chamfer the other sides there. pressure in. There it is. So I'll chuck it up and chamfer that side. Alright, just got to bore this last one size, get it parted off. Tell when you're getting ready to cut it off, that sound changes. There it is. Got the tubes done now. I got the 2 tubes. Now on to the next phase.